Hello students, welcome you all back to the 11th standard mathematics class. Properties of set operations. First one is commutative property. Let us take three sets A, B, C and let us take the universal set as U. Okay. Commutative property means if A union B is equal to B union A, and for intersection A intersection B will be equal to B intersection A. This is called as the commutative property. Then associative. Associative is A union B intersection C will be equal to, the bracket changes, A union, sorry, this is union. The bracket changes, A union B, union C alone will come, but the bracket changes, A union B, union C. Similarly, for intersection, what happens? A intersection B intersection C will be equal to A intersection B intersection C. The bracket alone changes. Okay. Next is distributive law. Distributive. See here, A union B intersection C will be equal to A union B. We have to distribute this A with these two elements, A union B, then intersection A union C. Okay. Then using intersection A intersection B union C will be equal to A intersection B, and the middle term will be union. You mean the symbol will be union and then A intersection C. Okay, this is called as the distributive law. Next is identity. Identity. A union NT will be equal to A. When we take union of A and MT will be A alone. Then A intersection MT will be equal to MT set. There is no terms in common, therefore MT set. This is the identity law. Next is idempotent. See here this MT is called as the identity set. Okay. Idempotent means for union A union A. When we take union of the same set, what we get? A alone. And similarly A intersection A, what we get? A. Here the set itself is called as the idempotent set. And then the absorption law. What is absorption law? A union A intersection B will be equal to A union A intersection B. See, this can be done as A union A using distributive law. A union A intersection A union B. Okay. This can be written like that. When this is the law, let's go through it. A union A intersection B is equal. What is the term? We have two terms A, therefore the remaining term is A. Okay. And again here A intersection A union B is equal to again A. Okay. This is called as the absorption law. See the next property, De Morgan's laws. De Morgan's very important formulas. De Morgan's law. The first one is A union B the whole dash. This will be written as the dash is taken inside A dash. When we take this as for complement of union becomes intersection, then B dash. Similarly A intersection B, the whole dash becomes A dash union B dash. Okay. For third one, what they have? A minus B in B union C is equal to again A minus B. Then when this union comes outside, it will become as intersection A minus. Similarly, the fourth one, like the same way. Instead of union, we get intersection. What will be the answer? A minus B as it is. This intersection, when it comes outside, it becomes union A minus C. This is called as the De Morgan's law. Okay, next is symmetric difference. The properties using symmetric difference. Properties using symmetric difference, that is A del B will be equal to B del A will be equal to B del A, and then second property is A del B del C will be equal to A del B del C. Okay, this is of associative law. Right, associative law, we say it as with union and intersection. Here they have given you using symmetric difference. Okay, and the third one is A intersection B del C will be equal to A intersection B del of A intersection C. This is distributive law. Using distributive law, they have written this property. Then using the properties on empty and universal sets. You have to mug up this property, then only you can do the sums. All these property, then only you can do the sums. First thing is, see here, this is empty dash. What is empty set dash? Empty set, regularly what we see, A dash means we minus the sets of A from universal set. Okay, that is similarly U minus empty set means what we get? We get only U. Therefore, empty dash is equal to U. What's the second one? Second one is universal dash. Okay, universal set dash, that is U minus U. U minus U will be equal to empty set. And the third one is A union A dash. What is A union A dash? Take A as it is. A dash means U minus A, right? U la irundhu A terms ellathiyum நம்ம என்ன பண்றோம் minus பண்ணிட்டா we get some terms, and again we are adding that A elements because we have A union. Then what we get? We get only universal set, right? Then the fourth one, A intersection A dash. See, the A dash la வந்து A la இருக்க elements எதுவுமே இருக்காது, because what A dash means, the elements neglecting A, the elements, the remaining elements when we got neglecting A from the universal set, so we don't have any common set, therefore A intersection A dash will be empty. And see, the fifth one is A union universal set will be equal to universal set, and the sixth one is A intersection union will be equal to A. Just mug up these properties, okay? And the last property on cardinality. It has three main formulas for any two sets. First one is n of A union B is equal to n of A. What is n? N of A means the number of elements in A. N of A plus n of B minus n of A intersection B. And the second one is, if we don't have any element in common in these both sets, then we take n of A union B is equal to n of A plus n of B alone, because what happens if we don't have any element in common in these both sets, then n of A intersection B will be equal to 0. Okay, and the third one is n of A union B union C is equal to n of A plus n of B, similarly like this, plus n of C. But since it has 3 elements, then we have to add this 2, minus n of A intersection B minus n of A intersection C minus n of A intersection, B intersection C and minus of n of A intersection B intersection C. Same like this, but here we have only 2 elements, therefore n of A plus n of B minus n of A intersection B. When you have 3 sets, n of A plus n of B plus n of C minus n of A intersection B minus n of A intersection C and minus n of B intersection C minus n of A intersection B intersection C. Okay. Next, we are moving to the Cartesian product. What is Cartesian product? How does it is referred as? See here, Cartesian product. How can we refer it? If we have 2 sets A and B, then the Cartesian product of 2 sets, this A and B, is referred as A cross B. This, we should not say this as A multiplied B or A into B. This is A cross B. Okay. Suppose A is equal to 1 and 2 and B is equal to 2 and 3. Okay. The elements in this Cartesian product will be in the form of ordered pairs. What is form of ordered pairs? That is, it is in the form of A comma B, where A should belongs to A and B belongs to B. Okay. See here, I will explain it through this example. See here, A cross B will be equal to the set of ordered pairs of, that is 1 comma 2 and then with 1 comma 3 and then 2 comma 2 and 2 comma 3. We cannot say it is 3 comma 1 because what we have A cross B, that is, see here, A cross B will not be equal to B cross A. When we take B cross A, what happens? The elements will differ because the first term in the ordered pair should be of this term, this elements 2 or 3. 2 comma 1, 2 comma 2, 3 comma 1 and 3 comma 2. This is B cross A. Therefore, B cross A is not equal to A cross B. Okay, this is how we have to write the Cartesian product. For Cartesian product of 3 sets, Cartesian product of 3 sets. Here we took the Cartesian product of 2 sets. If we have 3 sets, A comma B comma C, then the Cartesian product of 3 sets. How the elements will be? The elements in the form of ordered triplets. Triplets means 3. This is ordered pairs because we have 2 elements in ordered set. Here we have 3 sets, that is A comma B comma C. See where A belongs to A and this small b belongs to capital B and this small c belongs to capital C. This is how we are going to define the Cartesian product. Okay. Now, they have given some important things. See here, n of A cross B will be equal to n of A into n of B. Similarly, for 3 sets, n of A cross B cross C will be equal to n of A into n of B into n of C. Okay. So, we have finished the theory parts. Now, we are going to move on to the example. See, what's the first example they have given? Just you have to get it clearly, then only you can do the examples. Example number 1.1. What they are given? Find the number of subsets. Find the number of subsets of A if A is equal to X such that X is equal to 4n plus 1, 2 less than or n less than or equal to 5. N belongs to natural numbers. What we have to do? We have to find the subsets of A. That is, subsets of A means number of power sets of A. Okay, number of power sets of A. This can be done using 2 power n formula, where what we should know is n. N is number of elements of A. What they have given, they have asked us to find the number of subsets of A, that is number of elements in the power set, that is n of P of A. We know that the formula is 2 power n, where n is the number of elements in A. That is, we just want to know number of elements in A. They have given the number of the elements will be in this form. Therefore, what we are going to do? We are going to find the elements of A. Elements of A will be in the format of 4n plus 1, where n varies from 2 to 5. Okay, shall we write? When n is equal to 2, x is equal to 4n plus 1, that is 4 into 2 plus 1. 4 2 is 8 plus 1 9. Then n is equal to 3. X is equal to 4 into 3 plus 1, that is equal to 4 3 is 12. 12 plus 1 is equal to 13, and then n is equal to 4. X is equal to 4 into 4 plus 1, which is equal to 4 into 4 is 16. 16 plus 1 is equal to 17, and n is equal to 5. X is equal to 4 into 5 plus 1, which is equal to 5 4 is 20. 20 plus 1 is equal to 21. Shall we continue this? N is equal to 6? No, because the value of n should be from 2 to 5 alone. From 2 to 5 alone. N is a natural number. Therefore, 2 to 5 alone. Therefore, we took the elements from 2 to 5. Therefore, the elements of A will be 9, 13, 17, 21 alone. Okay, 21. The number of elements is 4. That is, n of A is equal to 4. What do you have to do? We have to find the number of subsets of A. Therefore, 2 power n, right? 2 power n. Okay, that is 2 power. What is the n? N means number of elements in A. Number of elements in A is 4. Therefore, 2 power 4, which is equal to 16. The number of power sets is 16. Okay, next we are going to see example 1.2. Okay, what they have given, in a survey of 5,000 persons in a city. In a survey of 5,000 persons in a town, it was found that 45% no language A. Language A, that is 45%. 45% of these people. 45 by 100 into 5,000. What will be the answer? Will be equal to 2,250. Okay, 2,250. That is language A, means the number of persons speaking language A. Okay, number of persons, that is n of A is equal to 2,050. Next, the number of persons speaking language B is 25. That is n of B is equal to 25%. They have given 25%. That is 25 divided by 100. 25% of 5,000 people. Okay, 5,000 people. Here it is 1,000 to 50. Then I can come to the question. Then 10% know language C. The number of person who knows language C is 10%. That is 10 divided by 100 of 5,000. So what's the answer? 500. And okay, next one is what they have given. Then 5% know. See here, 5% know both language A and B. Then 4% know both language B and C. And then 4% know both language A and C. 3% persons know all the language, that is A, B and C. What we have to find is, we have to find the number of persons who speaks only A. This is number of persons. We found it. We should not say we have found A. They have asked only A. See here in A, the number of persons who speaks language, who knows language A means it may include the person who knows language A may also know the language B. Right? Therefore, from this we have to find the number of persons who only knows language A alone. See here we have some other things, that is n of the person who knows both A and B language, that is both means A intersection B. 5%, that is 5 divided by 100 into 5000 means 250%. And then the next one is the person who knows both language B and C, that is n of B intersection C will be equal to 4%, that is 4 divided by 100 into 5000, that is 200. And A intersection C, person who knows the language both, that is A and C both, that is 4%, again 4 divided by 100 into 5000, what we get is equal to 200. Okay. And the last one is who knows all the language, that is A intersection B intersection C is equal to 3%. 3 divided by 100 into 5000, which is equal to 150. Okay, it is equal to 150. See here, what we should know is a person who speaks only English, that only language A, that is A alone intersection B dash and C dash, who does not speak, who does not know the language B and C. Therefore only we are taking intersection of A intersection, the person should not know B, therefore B dash, and the person should not know C, therefore C dash. Okay, now this can be written as, okay, this can be written as A intersection B union C the whole dash. Am I right? This can be written as A union B the whole dash. Then this can be written as n of A minus n of A intersection B union C. Okay, this can be written as n of A minus n of A intersection B union C. Okay, next is, see here n of A, let us take as it is. See here n of, this can be n of A intersection B union C can be written as, let us take this minus as it is. Okay, common n of A intersection B plus n of A intersection C minus n of A intersection B intersection C. Okay, when we take this minus inside, what happens? This becomes minus, this becomes minus, and this becomes plus. Okay, we know all the answers. What is n of A? N of A is 2250 minus n of A intersection B. What is n of A intersection B? 250. 250 minus n of A intersection C. What is n of A intersection C? Minus 200 plus n of A intersection B intersection C, that is 150. When we simplify this, what we get is 1950 persons. The persons who know only English is, so only language A is 1950. We have completed this example. Okay, next example. Example 1.3. Okay, what they have given, we have to prove that they have given some lengthy equations like A union B dash union C intersection A intersection B dash intersection C dash union of, this is the question. Okay, union of A union B union C dash intersection B dash intersection C dash will be equal to, we have to prove this will be equal to B dash intersection C dash. Okay, Let us take this as one term and this as one term. When we take union of these two terms, we should get D dash intersection C dash. Okay, now let us solve this at first. Okay, see here this term A intersection B intersection C intersection. Okay, what does this mean? In the இதில் இருக்க element வந்து A லையும் இருக்கும் B லையும் இருக்கும் C லையும் இருக்கும். Therefore what we can say, this is the subset of any of the element. We can say it is a subset of A or B dash or C dash. Okay, we can say this as like this. Therefore let us take this as A. Okay, this element will be in A. Therefore we can take A intersection B dash intersection C dash is a subset of A. See here, இதில் என்ன இருக்குது? A union B dash union C. அதாவது இதில் இருக்க எலிமெண்ட்ஸும் சேர்த்து இதில் இருக்க எலிமெண்ட்ஸும் சேர்த்து இதில் இருக்கும் எலிமெண்ட்ஸ். ஓகே, எல்லாத்தையும் சேர்த்து தான் எழுத போகிறோம். அப்போ ஏல இருக்க எலிமெண்ட்ஸும் தான் இந்த ஹோல் டேர்மில் வரும். அப்போது ஏ என்னவாகும்? இதுக்கு சப்செட் ஆகிடும். இட்ஸ் a subset of A union B dash union C. இது வந்து ஏக்கு சப்செட், ஏ வந்து இதுக்கு சப்செட். அப்போ என்ன சொல்லிடலாம்? இந்த டேர்ம் வந்து இதுக்கு சப்செட்டுன்னு சொல்லிடலாம். ரைட்? am I right? இந்த டேர்ம் வந்து இதுக்குள்ளே இருக்குது. ஓகே, ஸோ when we take இது இப்போது எப்படி வருதுன்னா, சப்போஸ் ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் 1 2 3 இன்டர்செக்ஷன் 2 3 இப்படி வருதுன்னா வாட் இஸ் த இன்டர்செக்ஷன் will be 2 3. ரைட்? இந்த டேர்ம் வந்து இதுக்குள்ளே இருக்குது, இந்த எலிமெண்ட்ஸ் வந்து இதுக்குள்ளே இருக்குது. therefore what will be the intersection? this term alone. similarly அதே மாதிரி இருக்கும், இந்த டேர்ம் வந்து இதுக்குள்ளே இருக்குது. அப்போ இதுக்கு பதிலாக what we can write? A union B dash union C intersection A intersection B dash intersection C dash. ஓகே, இந்த டேர்ம் வந்து இதுக்குள்ளே இருக்குது. அப்போ இது ரெண்டுக்கும் நம்ம இன்டர்செக்ஷன் எடுக்கும்போது what we can write? We can say this as A intersection B dash intersection C dash alone. Okay, similarly now come to this term. See here, that is A union B union C dash. Well, let us take this term alone, B dash intersection C dash. Okay, what is A B dash intersection C dash? இதில் ரெண்டுலேயும் காமன் டேர்ம், அந்த டேர்ம் இதுலேயும் இருக்கும். therefore what we can say? This is the subset of B dash, or we can say this is the subset of C dash also. Now here let us take this is a subset of C dash. Okay, see here in the first term what they have given? A union B union C dash. Okay, அதாவது இதில் இருக்க எலிமெண்ட்ஸையும் சேர்த்து இதில் இருக்க எலிமெண்ட்ஸையும் சேர்த்து இதில் இருக்க எலிமெண்ட்ஸையும் சேர்த்து இந்த ஹோல் எலிமெண்ட் வரும், இந்த ஹோல் செட்டுக்கு எலிமெண்ட்ஸ் வரும். அப்போ என்ன ஆகும்? இந்த C டேஷும் வந்து இந்த ஹோல் செட்டுக்குள்ளே இருக்குது. ரைட்? இந்த C டேஷ் என்னது? will be the subset of A union B union C dash. we can say that. therefore அப்போ என்ன வந்துருச்சு? இந்த டேர்ம் வந்து இதுக்குள்ளே இருக்குது, இந்த டேர்ம் வந்து இதுக்குள்ளே இருக்குது அப்படின்னு வந்துச்சு. அப்போ இங்கே பார்த்தோம்ல அதே மாதிரியே தான். அப்போ அதுக்கு இன்டர்செக்ஷன் எடுக்கும்போது ரிமைனிங் டேர்ம் என்ன வரும்? திஸ் டேர்ம் மட்டும் தான் வரும். தட் இஸ் A union B union C dash intersection B dash intersection C dash will be equal to B dash intersection C dash. Now combine this term and this term, that is A intersection B dash intersection C dash union, right? Union B dash intersection C dash. Okay, what we took? The answer of this is A intersection B dash intersection C dash union. This one is B dash intersection C. When we take this as union, what we get is the remaining term will be B dash. Okay, see, we have to take this as union. See here, A intersection B intersection C dash. அதாவது இந்த எல்லாத்துலேயும் காமன். let us take this as one term. okay, let us take this as one term. இதுலேயும் காமனாக இருக்க டேர்ம்ஸு இதுலேயும் காமனாக இருக்க டேர்ம்ஸை தான் நம்ம எடுக்க போகிறோம். அப்போது we can say this as the whole set is a subset of, that is A intersection B dash intersection C dash is a subset of B dash intersection C dash. we can say this is a subset of this. okay, அப்போ see here what we get is 1, 2 union 1, 2, 3. what we get? This is a subset of this, means that's right, these elements are in here. therefore what we get is equal to 1, 2, 3. that is this set alone. therefore be equal to B dash intersection C dash. okay, hence we have completed some examples. We have some more example. Let us see that in the next class. Thank you.